Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses Gang. So I watched this guy on YouTube. His name is Dr. John Delony. One of my favorite YouTube shows. I think he's a part of he is a part of the Ramsey Network. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. But look, this lady called in one of the most Now, I love women. I love women, but a lot of the times, y'all are just some selfish little things. But look, peep this though. Her husband got sober a year ago. They've been together, they've known each other for 10 years. I guess they've been together 10 years. They were married for 7. I think she said he was an alcoholic for the past 5 years. They have children. Her thing was, he's sober, now he's boring. Which is disgusting. How you doing, Kayla? She said he's sober now, he's boring. Now, I forgot who it was. I believe it was Steph's Code said that a woman would rather be in an abusive relationship than to be bored of you. And that's why a lot of women stay in toxic relationships and they pick the bad boy over the nice guy because at least the bad boy is exciting, he's confident, he's dangerous, he's not boring. He might be going in and out of jail. He might be an alcoholic. He might be a crackhead. But being a crackhead is not boring. Kayla, we're talking about this video I saw on Dr. John Delony's channel. So this woman goes along and says that he's boring. We can't connect. He doesn't feel connected to me anymore. It feels like he's excited to be around his little sober friends, but around me, he doesn't have the same enthusiasm. My question is, lady, why did you even marry this nigga and have children with him if you don't even know this dude? His personality is different. That's because he was going through the hardship of battling an addiction with alcoholism. That's because he's a father now. That's because he's married now. And the fact that you say he's boring to you is appalling, bro. His personality is different and you can't connect with him. Have you ever thought that he's boring to you and you can't connect with him because you didn't really know his ass like that? Why do you why do y'all make children with people you don't know? Why do y'all do that? Now I can't lie. My first baby mama, when I got her pregnant, I only knew her for 2 weeks, right? That's not enough to know somebody. But we were together for like 5 years or something like that. I didn't know her, she didn't know me. Now personally, I've had that issue with substance abuse, and I could say it's a dragon, it's a monster, it's a whole different devil that nobody wants to deal with. But it's hard to get over it and it's hard to get out that hell. It's very hard to escape, to be released from that prison. But have you ever thought to yourself, maybe this guy is drinking so much because he doesn't like me. Maybe he's drinking so much because of this, because of that. But at the end of the day, the connection is going to be replenished when you grow with that man. The difference between you and that man is that he was fighting addiction, right? And he took the steps to evolve and go past that. When you 9 times out of 10 are still the same, you probably dress very similarly. Your body's probably a little different because you had children, but your body is pretty much the same. Probably get the same hairstyle. You probably listen to the same type of music. Probably want to do the same activities. He's taking steps to grow and develop himself into a whole different person. And the fact that you are in possibly stagnation, he's in a different place. Think about it like this. If he were to be making double what he's making, he might act different. And if you're doing the same activities, he might not be as attracted to you. But the fact that you didn't even know this dude that much from the beginning is saying a lot. The fact that you had children on purpose, because they sound like they live in abundance, and people in abundance typically have their children on purpose. All right. And if they don't have their children on purpose, at least they can go through the motions of being mentally and financially prepared. All right. But at the end of the day, you just sound selfish. Oh, he's making everything about him. I'm proud of him and he's proud of himself. That's sick. That's real jacked up for you to say. What's the other thing she said? He's hanging out with new friends and they're doing sober activities and projects, and he seems to be enthused around him, but he doesn't seem that excited to be around me. That's because when he was drunk, he was always teetering on logical thinking and being in his feelings. His inhibitions were lower, so he was probably slapping you on the ass. He was probably joking. Everything you said was just always so funny. He probably wanted to cuddle. He probably wanted to beat the brakes off that thing every night. He was probably back blowing you as much as possible. Cause I speak from experience. When you drink a lot, you want to have a lot of sex. You want to have a lot of sex. Very sexually charged when you're drinking consistently, constantly putting toxins in your body. But I know his libido turned down. He's probably spending more time with his children. He's probably eating healthier. And it's not like he's not enthused to see you. The thing about it is, he sees you every day. Now, I didn't finish watching the whole video. I only watched like the first 7 minutes. But you ladies got to understand, we see you every day. We see you every day. And when you're drunk, you have different emotions every day. You have different levels of emotions. So being drunk and seeing your woman every day is different than being sober and seeing your woman every day. When you're drunk, you could be feeling mad and then you get drunk and now you feel one way. You could be regular, get drunk one way and you feel one way. You could be already happy. You could be already chilling and get drunk and feel a different way. So it's gonna be, it's like I'm meeting a different person, a different version of you every day, because these chemicals are making me feel different every day. You feel me? And if he's a true alcoholic, he's probably not drinking the same thing every day. Beer is gonna make you feel different than vodka. Vodka's gonna make you feel different than gin. Gin's gonna make you feel different than tequila. You might have a whole bunch of Long Island iced teas. You might be chasing your vodka with beer. You might be just drinking all beer. You might just take a couple shots and then end the night with some beers. So that different chemical balance, he's gonna treat you different. He probably wanted to spend more time with you. He probably was just always horny, but holding himself back till the kids went to sleep. So that's why he was spending time with you and acting all excited because he really wanted to fuck. You know what I mean? But just the whole, I prefer, it's kind of like she's saying, I prefer him to be drunk because he was easily, like, he was more manipulated easier when he was drunk. So when I wanted to connect, it was easier for me to do that. Like when I used to drink a lot, I used to be around people that I didn't necessarily like a lot because alcohol makes you want to socialize, talk, express yourself, get things off your chest. That's one of the effects of alcohol. So that's what he was going through. That's what he was going through. Not saying that he does, excuse me. Not saying that he didn't genuinely like his wife, but that's the effects of alcohol. You want to be around everybody all the time. You might even treat your worst enemy nice when you got enough sauce inside you. That's normal. That's normal. And I don't know why this lady, I mean, she might have not had one drink for her whole life, but I'm pretty sure she got drunk with this fool a couple times over the course of 10 years. You know what alcohol does. Now she's acting like she doesn't and she wants sympathy. And for you to turn around and call this man boring, he's not boring now to you. He's not boring to his friends. He's not boring to his co-workers. He's not boring to his family. You know why? Because he doesn't see them every day. He doesn't see them all day. He doesn't have a little metal circle around his finger to remind him that he's somebody's property all day like them. I mean, with them like you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you are going through this, number one, you have to understand what I just said. Alcohol is going to make you want to interact with a lot of people all the time. And when you're not drunk all the time, you're going to feel different about those people. Okay? Him being proud, him being a fighter, him fighting the good fight and getting out of that devil. Yeah, he is the man. Like I said, imagine if him being clean off of alcohol for a year is pretty much like winning the lottery. like winning $1 million. Imagine if this man was making triple what he makes right now. If he makes $25 an hour on his job, now he feels like he makes $75 on his job. And you are being exactly the same as when he met you. Or you are being exactly the same as he was last year. If you take the steps and grow with him, I made a video about this. I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna see if I can remember to put the link in the description. But if your man is on a mission, if your man is growing and developing and evolving, you can't let him leave you in the dust. If you do, that's your fault. If your man is 250 pounds, if your man is 5'8" and 250 pounds, which is fat, and you're a regular weight, you're skinny, you're healthy, and he's going to the gym, go to the gym with him or at least work out with him. Because he's changing his body. It's not to say that he's gonna leave you, but he's gonna feel more beautiful. He's gonna feel healthier. He's gonna feel cleaner. He's he's naturally gonna look into the mirror and go into the world and know he has more options than when he was 250 pounds and 5'8", compared to him being whatever the healthy weight is, 135 pounds at 5'8" as a man. And you're exactly the same. You're not reading anymore. You're not meditating any more than what you were. You have to grow because this man naturally has more options. His mind is gonna work different. He's gonna feel different emotions. So the fact that he's boring you is really on you. It's not on him for getting clean and for bettering his life and evolving. He's boring to you because you're boring to you, because your life is weird and you're not evolving. You're feeling disconnected because this man is evolving. This man, like I said, this man made 3 times more money than he did last year. He was making $25 an hour, but now he feels, notice I keep saying feels, now he feels like he's making $75 an hour. And he comes home to the same wife, doing the same stuff. That's not different. You're not living the same life. This is a whole different person. First of all, you didn't even know this man. I'm gonna keep going back to this point because it's very important. Because a lot of people, a lot of people make fun or try to condemn the inner urban community or even just the Black and Latino community in general for not getting married, for having babies out of wedlock. A lot of times, shoot, at least we know each other. At least oh yeah, I had a baby with the chick on the block. At least I grew up with her and then we went to elementary together and we didn't even start interacting until we both got out of high school. At least we know each other and our families know each other. Or we're at least from the same city and we have an idea of each other's culture. You don't even know this man. And there's so many people on, especially the Dr. John Delony show. I don't know how to do this with my wife. I don't know. You don't, bro. If you don't know how to interact with your wife or your husband in a certain way, that's a huge indication that you don't know that person. That's weird for you to be reproducing with people and you don't even understand their basic psychology. Like you're calling a husband to be a husband to you for your husband. Like how weird is that? How weird is that? But at the end of the day, I want you guys to take from this. I'm not saying men for you to be toxic. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't be boring. And I'm me, so I don't have that problem. I'm never gonna be boring. I can make the most boring thing look exciting and interesting and intriguing. Trust me. And I have so much passion. I could speak about quantum physics. I could speak about anything. I could speak about stamps and make it sound interesting. Okay? Don't be boring. Gentlemen, if you are planning on growing and developing yourself and evolving, bring your woman with you or you're not going to be attracted to her. Just like I don't even want to say this, but just like a video I watched where this lady said she cheated on her husband because they were both 300 pounds and she started working out and got a gastric bypass and she got down to 150 in like 2 years and she cheated on her husband because he was fat when she was just fat 2 years ago and she was feeling herself And she was already past the wall. What's past the wall, Aaron Moses? She was like 35 and cheated on her husband because she was feeling herself. I'm not saying that men do this, but typically just look at the young Pharaoh situation. Typically, when men outgrow their women, you cannot treat this man like he is still working at McDonald's and he is an entrepreneur and he's making $1 million a year because he's gonna not respond to you like he was working at McDonald's. No, baby, stop. No, don't hit me while you throw my keys out the window. No, baby. And then you go to get the keys and she locked you out with the bolt lock. Now you got to get a hotel for the night. And then he bring her home flowers after work the next day. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. Don't treat a CEO of a Fortune 500 company like he's still flipping burgers at McDonald's. That's what this woman is doing. That's what young Pharaoh's baby mama was doing to him. Treating him like he still had 10,000 subscribers and only had $100 in his pocket, was still on parole. This man is a millionaire, bro. This man has a million plus subscribers. This man's a millionaire. This man's having property. This man's having currency. Why are you treating him like he is still selling weed on the block with a Glock by his sock? Upgrade 100 said, "Truth. He's doing the real battle all day. He's doing real. Even think about that, bro. Like he is really in the field. He is really driving past liquor stores. I'm not. They probably don't live in the hood, but even driving past a grocery store, or seeing billboards or seeing ads on YouTube with alcohol and listening to music, listening to country or rock, everybody talks about alcohol. It's not like it's lean, where all you have to do if you don't want to hear about lean is don't listen to rap if you have an opiate addiction. This is alcohol, bro. It's everywhere. It's legal. That's why alcohol is the most dangerous drug. Alcohol is more dangerous than it's more dangerous than fentanyl, crack, meth, heroin. It's more dangerous than all of that. Why? Because it's legal. It's legal. And you can, expire from the withdrawal symptoms. He could drive past the grocery store, just knowing that they sell beer in there could trigger him. He could, a homeless dude could walk up and ask him for change with alcohol in his breath. That could trigger him. He could listen to a song, like I said, anything. He might put on hand sanitizer and it might smell like vodka or whiskey to him. That might trigger him, bro. Anything. So he has to do that, go to work, provide for you, come home. He's supposed to have peace. I'm not saying that men are supposed to be boring, but he puts all his energy into not drinking, into not spending up all the money drinking, into not getting in a fight and waking up in jail not drinking, into not getting into DUIs accidents and getting DUIs and going to jail not drinking, bro. And you worrying about this man being a clown for you, entertaining? And he's making it all about himself all the time because he's sober now. It is supposed to be all about him. You're in his life. You're in his castle. You came to him to be a part of his world. You're not supposed to be you're not his partner. If you were his partner, then you wouldn't have these questions. Why can't we connect anymore? Do you think that the people who made Ben and Jerry, do you think that any two people who created a great business, the people who created the airplane, do you think they had a problem with not connecting anymore? You know why? Because they were partners. Upgrade 101 says, "Truth, he kinged up. She needs to know because others will." Upgrade 101, I'm gonna read the next four. "Yes, I had an ex who was deep in the alcohol. It was bad, it was scary. For real. It's everywhere, easy to get. A woman should bring a man peace. That's what I meant. True, she's a part of his kingdom." Now, I do watch a man named Donovan Sharp, right? And he said he wants his girlfriend to have, he said he wants his girlfriend to be born, right? He's okay with that. Because, and this is what I'm not trying to tell I wouldn't really want my girlfriend to be boring. I don't think I've ever been with a boring woman before. But I don't need a circus when I come home from work. I don't need chaos. My life is already chaotic outside of the home. Your job is to help me get to a place of peace. And for you to say that I'm being boring because I'm not drinking anymore and you don't know my personality, bitches, you crazy? What is wrong with you? And he's always making it about him, and he saves all his energy for his sober buddies and their sober activities. Are you stupid? Do you know how many do you know how many women out there of all races are what are competing for this type of man right now? Besides the alcoholism part. How many just think about that. How many women out there are in relationships with addicts and just wish for 1 second every day that their husbands or their partner, their so-called partner, their boyfriend, their baby daddy will be sober and they don't even care if they were boring. What is wrong with you, bro? Yeah, he's been sober, but now he's boring. Now I will say this. She didn't say this man abused her or anything like that because I believe the number is 85% of relationships are abusive when there's addiction involved. It's probably a little higher than that. It's not like he's stopped putting his hands on you. He probably spent a lot of money on alcoholism. Alcohol, unless he's drinking four locos every day, alcohol is not a cheap, proclivity. It's not cheap at all. $5 a day, and eventually your tolerance is gonna go up. Alcohol, at least, especially if you smoke cigarettes and weed, alcohol is at least you're gonna spend at least $200 a month. Probably two. You probably spend $200 every 2 weeks. Actually, not a month, because that's how much I was spending. I was spending probably like 120 to 140 a week on alcohol and cigarettes. Okay, because I was drinking cheap. But at the end of the day, you cannot, you gotta just see this as a blessing. You just have to stop yourself from triggering this man on purpose so you can get your man back. You gotta sit down and tell him what you need to tell him. I'll be like, look, man, I feel disconnected from you. What should I do? Because I know, like, the thing about it is this too, right? Peep this. And I speak about this quite often. I spoke about this message in my video. Romance is not real relationships, right? It's the equal sign with the slash through it. Romance is a new thing. Like in 1920, 1930, your great grandparents were not concerned on whether the person was entertaining or romantically connecting or anything like that, because that's not what they were in it for. They understood we need to survive. This is a business. Our basic needs are met. Everything else, I'm cool. Like being cool was romantic. Having actions and transactions was romantic. Being able to wake up and have money in the bank, romantic. Being able to put gas in the car, food on the table, that was romantic. What you consider romantic, what you consider your heart being touched and he bought me flower. I'm not saying that nobody loved each other. I wasn't there. But I'm saying even how my grandparents acted, I never saw them kiss. I never saw them read each other poems and hold hands. I never seen that. I've seen them dance at other people's weddings and family get-togethers and stuff like that. But how old am I? I'm 32. So my granddad was in his 80s when he died when I was 19. My grandmother was like 60 at that time. Okay. So they were born in the 40s and the 20s. Okay. My granddad was born in the 20s and my grandmother was born in the 40s. They were not acting like us. And that wasn't even 100 years ago. They were not acting like us. The bills were paid. Nobody was starving. The cars are good. We got groceries. Now you want to be all lovey-dovey, and how come you didn't post me? Oh, you want people to think you're single, huh? That's not romantic. It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day? I gotta go to work. Valentine's Day? Like, are you serious? I think I'm good. I'm gonna end this by reading these comments and get out of here. So let me see. True, she's a part of his kingdom. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Upgrade 101 says, just subscribe. Looking forward to more talks. I have to go build my future, man. Love and respect. Make sure you comment what you want me to speak on next, bro, because this is not just my channel. This channel's for the people. And he said, when a woman says a relationship is boring, they're just not used to a real, strong, healthy relationship. They're used to wild serotonin, wild serotonin dumps those ups and downs. Yeah, that's like a very young woman statement because a real grown woman really wouldn't be concerned about how boring it was. I mean, of course, look, peep this though. I'm not gonna say that. Women do want to go outside. Women do want to go to concerts. Women do like spontaneity. Boring. My girlfriend called me boring at some point because I didn't want to go out. Why? Because I was broke. But as long as you as long as you take a woman out at least once a month and surprise her with something like once a month too, or something medium once a season, she'll be all right. You don't gotta stimulate her every day like a little kid. You gotta have your sugar cereal in the morning with your cartoons, in and out the cartoons go off. You go outside and then you play the video games all night. Nobody needs that except for children, bro. I guess I'm boring too, huh? Cause all I do is make YouTube videos and listen to music and make music and sit in the house after work and work out a little bit. I'm boring. I'm boring. Shoot, I'm boring. If that's how you think I'm supposed to act, I'm boring. I want all the women to know I'm boring. I'm old. I'm boring. I'm bitter. I got mental health issues. I'm all of that. I'm boring as hell. If you think like this woman, I'm boring. Fuck it. All right, man. Make sure you like this video, man. We got 6 people in here. We got 0 likes. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. I'm about to start doing some reaction videos very soon. I uploaded one. The audio is no bueno. I'm about to do one right now and upload that tomorrow. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe. Comment in the comment section when this video's over what you want me to speak about. YouTube is really playing with your boy right now. So because this video is over 15 minutes, it's not going to be uploaded till tomorrow. I don't know why they do that to me, but it is what it is. It's not what it's not, man. It's Aaron Moses. Let me drink some of this water, be an example of real health. I got my lemons at the bottom too. Get you some core water, man. The 3-6 Mafia water, man. That Juicy J water, man. Drink you some water, put you some water in your body. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang. We the bang together, man. Look at these lips. Damn. Melba. Peace.